6 matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First play, and Wilson wants to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
In man coverage, your #1 cardinal rule, don't get beat deep. And that's why the comeback route is so effective, because that's how they're selling it, Brandon. Taking you all the way upfield before breaking it back down.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Jets at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson, and he rifles one incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
22-chip bomber, 22-chip bomber.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's got some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. to end. The Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. This defense for the Jets, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Once again, it's Mostert. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. They find some open field here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Okay, ready?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Tua sets up to pass it. Caught. It's Wilson. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 63 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua caught by Wilson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Tua. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jerry Judy, 38 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Wow, move. 80 weapon. 80 weapon. Fight 64, weak.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Throwing is Wilson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Ready? He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 39, Tua. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. And he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Right. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch. Looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Right, 97.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go now.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings him to 3rd down. They hand it off to Mostert. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 114 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense. It is working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch out now, 52. Ready?
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Berrios. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
66. Going high.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, right back to Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Dolphins. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And a completion to Wilson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 127 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Tua. Forced out to his left. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua rolling to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Dolphins 24, Jets 7. Jack Fox set to kick off.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And this is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 61, matchbox, right. General, fast. Hut up. 80 weapon.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Off of play action, Tagovailoa steps away. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Stop, 17. Don't derail.
Tua going to throw. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson, and he'll find Hall. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones. That interception interception, maybe the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Okay, ready?
After the turnover, it's Tua. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Throwing again on second down. Tua right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the first down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Shifts free at the 15. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Set,
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Topper!
Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
First down. Here's Thompson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Let's go. Exit.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Wilson will throw again. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Hall on a give up the middle. It's a room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
First down, Wilson. Finding more on the out route for the completion. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
From from the 25 on second down. Wilson, he finds his man, complete. That's Hall. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. His throw caught right around the 6. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
They'll run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Let's go.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This will be from 56 yards out. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins.
Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for Miami, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.
my boys make major moves. Still the same ones that I came with. Up in the payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be, I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness, I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen, the boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a now flex. While you there looking depressed, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success. Getting tokens for your dress, I be making all the checks. Anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you hands on? You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Down, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on though. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong though, that's against a bro code. Headed to his home though, no we living solo. Vertebrae, got this broken to his place. It's chin in space, then I say it's evidence. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate the only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain, you didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again. Go. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with Villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. These be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm painting. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the proof. You of you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top of you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top of you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise the bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
I'm downstairs. You mean? I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, we waiting, confused like what happened. You get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, pick up traffic. What the is you doing? We gotta dip, 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 dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch your tick, 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 tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Took me 20 to get ready, yo. Shower, moisturizer, and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like,
hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad.
Ha 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 ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. What up? Anyway, gotta pay a little more. If we late to the jet, gotta jet cause the boat leave at 8. And we got some fur on the upper deck in the orchestra. Gon' play a score for every Ablo project. You ain't scared to change cause it's incoming out your pockets. My fruity and slick. much until tonight, and you just don't care. And I stop playing games, gun, bring your downstairs. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Tonight, just don't care. Playing games, girl, bring your downstairs.
I left something in the house.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with